Okay, this is take 2. The first time we were not recording. Okay, welcome back to the Happy Bitch podcast. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Kayla. I don't know if I say that often on here, but yes, my name is Kayla. Today's episode is going to be about relationships and tips and ways that I think you can keep your relationship happy and healthy and hopefully long-lasting. I did just want to do a few little updates before we get started. Right before the podcast, I had just gotten home from work and I go upstairs and I'm getting changed, and then my dog is wanting some attention, so I sit on the floor and he comes and sits in my lap, and keep in mind he's 75 pounds and I'm about, let's say 130 on a good day, so he's a big boy. Anyway, so he starts sliding, and all of a sudden I'm like, what is he doing? It feels like he was wiping his butt across my leg. Yeah, that's exactly what he did, and he left a shit streak. Not like a wet shit, but like a dry shit mark on white pants. So that was really nice. Luckily, those are some of my favorite pants, so I actually have 2 pairs of them, so I just put on my other pair, whatever. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, if he had shit on his ass this one time, does he normally have shit on his ass? And then where does it normally go? Like, is it just all over my blankets? Ew, just sounds disgusting. And like, he doesn't always have a shitty ass. He's a short-haired dog. I have like this germ thing. And when you really stop and think about the fact that we bring what was once a wild animal, because a dog was once a wolf, wild animals into our homes and raise them as if they were our children. Kind of fucking wild if you really think about it. Another thing I wanted to update you guys on is my planner. Get yourselves a fucking physical planner. I swear to God, I look in this book every fucking day. It helps me keep my mind organized. If you think of it, you write it in the book, and then you don't have to keep it in your mind anymore. Super fucking helpful. And then last but not least, I wanted to tell you guys about tea. Okay, I have never really been a big tea person, but I thought to myself, one time at David's Tea, I had raspberry tea, and that was delicious, so let me see if I can get some more of that. I found a raspberry tea. It's actually made by President's Choice. This is not a sponsored ad, but President's Choice, feel free to reach out. I love your raspberry thriller tea. It is the shit. So, like, even if you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm not really a tea person. Okay, this shit tastes like juice without sugar, and it's literally 0 calories. I mean, I'm not one for counting calories, but if I can lose a few calories, let's fucking do that. Okay, and now I would like to get started on the actual topic for today. So, I believe in one of my previous podcasts, I talk about my husband and how I met him and our relationship. Like, there's literally like 10 episodes about like meeting him, the wedding, engagement, parties, honeymoon, all that shit. Great times. So I will spare you the long details and I will just get into it. So basically, on December 1st, 2015, we officially started dating. And then we got engaged on December 1st, 2018, which was 3 years later. And then we got married on September 4th, 2021, which was like almost another 3 years later. Okay, so I just want to start out by saying I'm not a professional. I mean, clearly you can see that if you've watched any of my other podcasts. I am not a licensed professional for healthcare or anything like that. This is just what I've learned, what I think works, and yeah, just my opinion. How we keep our relationship and marriage healthy and great. Number 1, date nights. I know, like, you think, oh, well, like, we hang out every night. That's a date night, right? No. A date night is planned. It has an activity. Well, it doesn't always have to, but I liked it to have an activity, food, obviously, and then good quality time. Our most recent date night, and I'm kind of a homebody, so I love in-the-house date nights. And COVID was fucking fantastic for that because you couldn't go anywhere. So we did lots of at-home date nights during COVID. But the most recent one we did was puzzles and pizza. So we bought some Pillsbury pizza dough. You literally just roll it out and then put your toppings on. Well, you have to cook it for a few minutes and then you put your toppings on and cook it more. But yeah, it's super easy, fun, delicious. We had a great time. The puzzle, on the other hand. So this is our first time doing a puzzle. And if I'm going to be really transparent with you, I wanted Lego. But the Lego was like $130 for like a Lego set that you turn into like a flower. And like it was okay, but I didn't really love it and I didn't want to put it up in my home. So like $130 just to build something and then toss it seemed a bit excessive. But it's just going to show that you can do anything. So technically didn't want to spend money on Lego. So decided to get a puzzle instead. 350 pieces, you know, kind of on the lower end of things. Didn't really think it would be that difficult. So we start the puzzle. And about 15 minutes go by. And I finally get my first match. My husband, he's killing it. He's putting all this shit together. He's doing really good. So we get the border done. And I'm like, oh my God, like I am so tired. I'm an early riser, so I'm usually up super early in the morning, which means, oh, you can see Maxie's head on the YouTube just a little bit. Go check it out. Yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit tired, so, you know, I grab my little blanket and I curl up on the couch. Mind you, this is maybe, let's say 9:30, 10 p.m. I wake up at about 4 in the morning and my husband is like, oh, I just finished the puzzle. I'm like, oh my God. I was like a little bit ticked off because I was like, as if you couldn't wait for me to finish this freaking puzzle. Whoopsie. But whatever, he did the puzzle. It looked great. I thought it was super funny that like he couldn't stop doing the puzzle. He just had to finish it. So that was like one date night, right? Like simple, easy, cheap, you know, say, I'm going to plan date night this week. Gives you something to look forward to. You know, you're having a special night with your special person. Another one that we have done, I don't know if you guys saw, probably about like a year and a half ago, the TikTok bum paintings, where everybody was painting their butt and their leg and then putting it on a canvas. Me and my husband did this. It was the most fun. I mean, not to mention you're painting each other's asses, but then like lowering yourself onto the canvas can be an ordeal because like you need to get your butt and your leg completely flat so that you don't mess up your painting. I still remember helping my husband down onto the canvas. Like I would suggest putting it onto like a coffee table if you can. A coffee table that's going to support your ass though. Yeah. Just literally anything can be a date night. Like playing video games and eating, you know, snacks from when you were a kid, or like, I don't know, cook a meal together, anything. Just do something together and forget about all the bullshit in life and the stresses and enjoy your person. Number 2, take time away. You need time to miss your person, or you're gonna eventually get sick of them. Not saying I get sick of my husband, but just saying a girls' trip here and there. Personally, I try to go on a girls' trip yearly. It's like a breath of fresh air. Like, I've done girls' trips with just a bunch of women my age. We've done girls' trips with, like, grandmas, aunties, cousins. Like, it's a great time. And same thing for guys' trips. Like, I'm trying to encourage my husband right now to go on a guys' trip and just, like, go get away, have fun, enjoy life, right? Number 3. I be honest when I am having a shit day or I'm just mentally not okay. Not that my husband has expectations of me or anything like that, but you know, if I just got home from work and I'm sitting in the tub and I really don't want to do anything for the rest of the night, I'll tell my husband, hey, like, do you think you could pick up supper tonight? Or can you grab us takeout? Whatever. You know yourself and you know when you're not going to be at your best. So maybe just give your significant other a heads up. You know, I'm not feeling 100% today. Then they know. I did say that I always let him know when I'm not mentally okay, but literally he always knows. He can ask me a question about something and I'll answer him, and just by the way that I answer a question, he's like, okay, my woman's doing great today, or fuck, it's PMS week, let's get this bitch some chocolate. You know what I mean? But yeah, just like communicate how you're feeling. Number 4. So in the past, with the schedules that my husband and I have had, we haven't always been able to eat supper together. So we now are able to eat supper together, and I love to eat supper with my man. I mean, maybe everybody does this all the time, but I know some people will eat when they get home and then their husband will eat by themselves later, and it's like, no, I like to eat with my man. Maybe it's because eating is like my happy time and I want to do my happy time with my happy person. Yeah, eat together. Pretty simple. Number 5, be affectionate. I don't care if y'all have been together for 40 years. Hold your fucking husband's hand. It's like it gets those feel-good chemicals like going through your body. It's a connection. We as humans crave physical connection and human interaction. Don't deprive yourself, and don't deprive your spouse. Do you remember when y'all first got together? You couldn't keep your fucking hands off of each other. So why not try and continue that a little bit throughout your relationship? I'm pretty sure that physical touch is one of my love languages, so maybe that's why physical touch resonates with me so much. On that note, learn your partner's love language and try... Okay, first of all, learn your partner's love language. There is a test online that you can take, and it literally tells you what your love language is. You know, you're 30% this, and 10% this, and 5% that. There's also a book, I think it's called The 5 Love Languages. I personally have never read it, but I've heard about it a lot. Okay, so once you know your significant other's love language, I'll use my husband as an example. One of his top ones is words of affirmation. And like, I've never really been big on words of affirmation because in my mind it's kind of talk is cheap, you know, let's see some action. But not my husband. My husband's main love language is words of affirmation. And like literally one of the easiest ones you can get. So you want to love your significant other often and regularly in the category that they have. So my husband is words of affirmation. I will send him a text. I just really appreciate everything you're doing for our family. You're a great husband. I'm so lucky to have you. Little things like that. Or verbally show your appreciation. Write little notes. Say thank you. Make sure that they know that you are appreciated of them. Give them some affirmations. If that's what they want, give them some affirmations. If their love language is physical touch, give them a massage once a week. Hold their hand. Put your hand on the small of their back. You know what I mean? Little things like that go a long way. Number 7, work on communication. To be honest, my husband and I have struggled with this in the past. Our communication styles can be a little, they don't hit right on all the time. But I think that can go for any relationship, right? Communication can be hard. And as long as you're going to keep trying, I think that's the important thing. And recognizing that you're not perfect at communication and then putting effort into it if needed. Sorry, my dog decided to come back onto the podcasting little bench. Do you need attention, Max? Okay, number 8. I really hope you guys heard that because my fucking dog just burped into the mic. Like, really? You're such a brat. Thank you. Good boy. I know I just said that you need to take time apart. My next tip is take trips together. Just the two of you. Group trips can be super fun or super stressful, depending on what kind of group you go with. But I really think that a road trip, a trip to Mexico, a trip to the beach, anywhere. Take trips with your man. I feel like you're not at home, you're not in your regular environment, switch things up a bit. Traveling together is just huge. So we have done Mexico and BC, Alberta, a spa nearby. This is also me realizing that me and my husband got to take more trips together. I think you should take a trip with your significant other at least yearly, or 2 times a year would be perfect. Number 9, celebrate your love. Anniversaries, Valentine's Day, birthdays. Go above and beyond to show your person how much they mean to you. And I'm not saying buy them a $10,000 bracelet or buy them a fucking new car. I'm saying go to the fucking dollar store, get some balloons, decorate some shit, make a card, cook them a good meal, do whatever they would want done for them. Just show them how you care. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Fuck, being alive is the special occasion, okay? I literally contradict myself so many times in this. So number 10. But life isn't just the special days. Life is how you spend your day today. That sounded fucked up. Life is how you spend your day today. So make all those hellos and goodbyes a little extra special. Make all those evenings and weekends you have together amazing. And whenever possible, make them amazing whenever possible. Because that's your real life. It's every day. You're not going to look back and think, oh, my whole life was just, sipping drinks on a beach. But fuck, wouldn't that be nice? But it's the day-to-day. It's how you greet your husband when they come home. It's how you kiss them goodnight. It's how you wake them up in the mornings. It's those little conversations. Just always treat your person well. You love them, right? Number 11. Ask what you need for. Ask for fuck this podcast. Ask for what you need. This could be for anything from I need you to help more around the house, or we need to have more date nights, whatever it looks like. Whatever you need, ask for it. No one can read minds. And then on the other side of things, if you want more affection, and then you say, hey, I need more affection, and then they immediately start giving you more affection, don't be like, well, no, not right now because I asked you for it. If you're going to ask for something, get ready to receive it, and don't be a bitch. Number 12, be grateful for what you have. I think that one just speaks for itself, right? Be appreciative, thankful, grateful, all of the above for the relationship you have and the person who is choosing to be with you. Potentially, like if you're married, like this person wants to be with you for the rest of your fucking life. As a married person, I still think this is kind of like, I'm not even sure if I want to chill with myself for the rest of my life. Yet, here this man is. He's like, no, I'm going to be here with you forever. I love it. I love my husband. I am very grateful and very thankful. And I love love. So I really hope that you guys all have maybe an amazing husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever it is. I hope you have a great relationship. And it's never too late to start going that extra mile to show them how much you love them. Be happy, don't be a bitch, and thank you so much for coming back to the Happy Bitch Podcast. Have a great week. See you guys later. Love you. Bye. Bye-bye.